everybody, Shayla here. Today I'm going to teach you how to use Google Slides. Google Slides is a free program that comes with any Google account where you can create slideshows and presentations. So in order to get to Google Slides, we go up to the upper right corner with the square of dots, and we're going to scroll down to where it says Slides with the yellow. And here we are. So this is the main page. So we don't have any presentations yet. We have templates up here that we can choose from, or we can click a blank one. So for now, I'm just going to click a blank one. And here we are at the new untitled presentation. So there are a few things we can do from here. We can, under themes, you can click and have it look different ways. So I'm just going to look, it looks kind of funky. So let's say I want to do a presentation of all of the different food that I've been making. So I can say, make a presentation of all of the stuff I've been cooking through quarantine. Quarantine recipes. And if you don't want a second text box, you can right click and delete. And we can move this to closer to the center if you would like. We'll see how that looks. Cool. So now that we have our title slide, we can make a new slide by clicking this little plus button here. And so here we automatically have title and we have text. Because we have some pictures that we probably want to use, we can click here and we can hit insert image, and we should be able to insert from either Drive or Google Photos. So let's see, we've got plenty of pictures of food here. Let's start with bagels. So now we've got the picture of, so we resize that by using that. We can move it by clicking and dragging. We're going to click this and delete this text box because we don't need it. And we can type in here. So we can do that. So we can just type it here. I'm going to increase the font size by using this up here and move it to the center. And then align the rest with right using the same button. And I'm going to shrink it down and type the rest. So I'll show you what that looks like in a minute. So I filled out all of the ingredients. So now I need a slide that has the recipe procedure on it. So go up to the upper left corner where it says new slide. And if you hit the little triangle next to it, you can pick how to lay it out. So I'm going to put in title and 2 columns. I can type out the procedure for making it. So now I'll move it again to the middle. And if we want to number each step, we can click over here for the numbered list. And as you type, it will add and hit enter after each step. It will add the number. All right, so now we have everything written out. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be able to wrap, so those are still 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what it's going to look like. Maybe we want the boxes to be visible. So in order to do that, we can change the border color here and make it so now the boxes are visible. And maybe we want to make it the same color as the top. So not sure exactly. Okay, so it's in the theme color. That's probably the right one. So now it matches, and we can change the thickness of the border. Probably don't want it that thick. Only 2 is fine. And we can change the style so we can make it dots. You know what? I kind of like the dots. Let's put it dots. There we go. Yay! So now that's all set. Now let's say that we want to make another recipe picture and ingredients card that looks pretty much the same as this one. What we can do is right click and hit copy and click underneath the last slide. Right click again and hit paste. And so now it pasted a copy of it. So I'm going to delete that picture and insert a new one and do it like that. So there are a couple of other things that you can insert into your presentation as well, besides just text boxes and pictures. You can also insert any kind of shape here or draw lines. So you can do that like so in case you ever need to do that. And you can also insert a chart from Sheets. So I'm just going to hit the personal budget. Oh, I see. So you need to have the chart there already. Okay. Well, from here, you would have to click it, and if it's got a chart on the sheet already, it will put it in there, but we don't have that. You can insert a data table if you need to. Some kind of diagram. There are going to be a bunch of options here that you'll be able to pick and choose from. Word art. And there it is, big and bold. And if you don't have any data from Sheets, that's okay. You can just hit particular chart and you can edit the data in Sheets. So I would recommend checking out that video if you would like to know how to do that. I'm just going to delete everything else here. Come on. And if you want to add your own text boxes, you can do so by clicking this and drawing a box, and you can do that way. You can also move the slides around. So if I decide I want to put this slide in front of the bagels, I can just click and drag, and now it's number 2. And I can move it back too. And if you have a longer presentation, you can click this and hit the grid view, and that way you'll be able to see more at once. And when you're on the slide, you can also add notes to yourself that won't show up on the screen, so you can kind of know what you're gonna say and when. So there are a couple of other things you can do to change around the background. So you can change the color if you want to make it like a light blue. You can choose an image to be the background, or you can just reset to the basic theme. So that's something you can do. If you want to change the theme, you can do that there. Transitions. So you can, depending on if you're presenting it, you click to do the next slide, it can do something fancy. So let's do that, and we'll apply it to all slides, and we can play it to see what that looks like. And that went really fast, so we can stop. And so that's what that looks like. I'm going to change it like so. And we'll see what that looks like when we hit the present button. So now we're going to hit the present button up here. And that started at the end of the slide. So we can hit this and go up to the title. And you can show your notes here, put in captions if you need to, while you're, it can capture it while you are talking. Some tips on presenting right there. You can do a pointer where the mouse turns red and you can follow it around. And you can hit the play button, and that'll just run automatically. You can also change it manually with the arrows down here. And If you want to exit full screen, you can do that. And if you want to exit it all the way, you can do it that way. You can share this with other people in the same way you can everything else. Oh, and I forgot to name it, so we can easily name it here and hit save. And I can share with other people, and you can choose it to be a viewer, commenter, or an editor. An editor means that they'll be able to edit everything. Comment means they'll only be able to comment, and viewer just means that they can see it, and that's it. So I'm just gonna send and share that, and that's all set. If you want to see the comment history and comment on certain things, you can do it that way as well. So that is about all that I have for Google Slides. I hope that this video was helpful and informative for you guys. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment, text the library, email the library, either way, and I will see you in the next video.